I don't even know what the fucking intro is yet. Yeah, I am
Come on, better figure it out. Let's go.
Shit. Kai, take it away.
No, this is not my podcast. Nuh-uh.
That is totally getting left in. Anyway, welcome into today's episode of Artemis Anarchy, episode 50. I still forget what number we're on, even though I made a massive amount of posts on this. But, you know, we're going to move past that, and today we're talking with YippeKaiA. So, Kai, introduce yourself to the people of YouTubes.
Hello, people of the YouTubes. I am YippeKaiA. Most people just call me Kai. I am a kind of content creator, mostly just a Twitch streamer. I'm both a facecam and a VTuber. I bounce back and forth between the two of them. And I'm a TikToker, I guess. I'm bad at introductions. I'm terrible at them.
Yeah, it was close enough. It was good enough.
Hey.
It was good enough. I think they'll accept that, right? Right, guys? Nah. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Because we're not doing it again. I can't be fucked. That's editing. That means actually editing my podcast and not just like, you know, cutting like 2 bits. So, I don't even know what to start off with, really. How did you get into streaming? That's probably the best question.
So, honest to God, I got into streaming because initially when I started, I was loathing the job that I was in. And
Fair.
I was like, you know what? Why don't I give content creation a shot? And as it's gone on, like as I've gotten into it and whatnot, that goal has slightly dispersed. It's not like I want to make a career of this. If I do, that'd be cool. But it's more about like meeting people and making friends and like opening doors that never would have been open to me if I had never started streaming. And like, it's an interesting beast to get involved in, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
However, would say that ultimately I think I started streaming for the wrong reasons and then course corrected to the correct reasons halfway through.
Yeah, it sounds about right for like most streamers and content creators. Like, I mean, literally, I started just because I was like, why not? That'll do. Fuck it. Literally was just playing COD and went, okay, let's try it. Shits and giggles. So I went from streaming on a PS4 to this within the space of 2 years? I want to say 2 years.
How long have you been streaming?
I think it's 2 years. Yeah, I actually did start as a joke. That's the funny thing. But yeah, like I think it's 2 years. I think it's 2 years in November, I think. Damn. Since I actually started streaming.
Old so man
like,
Artemis.
Yeah, like, like yeah, like I don't know. I just fucking did it and went, it's alright. I'll do it again, and then again, and then I started doing 12-hour long streams by accident, but you know.
I mean, sometimes it just is what it is, though, because if you're streaming and you're vibing, before you know it, 12 hours have passed, so, that's a mood.
The thing I will say for anyone who is starting streaming, though, do not do what I fucking did. Stream every day, 12 hours a day.
No, God, no.
That was every day.
Burnout.
I'm not joking. Every day.
My God.
For, like,
Artemis,
3 months straight. 3 months straight.
That is
every day.
Terrible.
The lowest I went was 8 hours.
No. Like,
yeah.
If you were, so for anybody out there who may be considering starting streaming,
that's the unhealthy way to do it.
Yeah, no. Do like max 3 days a week and cap it at like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Really? Especially because like when you're first starting streaming and like, again, and neither of us are necessarily massive creators, but
exactly.
Given that you've been in this for 2 years and I've been in it for a short, like my amount of time, I feel comfortable enough saying that like if you want to stream, stream, but focus on your socials more.
Yeah,
That's where your growth
definitely.
is. Like,
Do that a lot more. I am currently reeling in the bad side of that, aka regrowing a whole YouTube channel basically instead of a Twitch channel.
yeah,
I will actually
because
tell you guys exactly how long in my first month of streaming. I'll tell you the exact amount of hours. I think it was like at least like okay, that's not too bad. 93. Okay, I started. Oh wait, that's 2021. Oh, that's like week numbers. Alright, go back. So my first month of streaming, and I'm not joking. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In 11 streams total, I had 62 hours streamed in 11 streams. And then December was 100 hours, and that was every day nearly. At least one stream every day.
no.
But yeah, focus on your socials. I think it.
God,
I don't think it gets any worse than. No, it does. It does. Don't worry. July.
Oh my god.
124 hours. 29 hours. Well,
I can't even imagine.
Like, literally from 4th of July till 2nd of August, every day. There was a stream every day.
My burnout from that would be so fucking bad. I shit, even like, because I actually.
And they're averaging out at about 5 hours each, if you average them out.
No.
So, yeah, like, your boy was self-destructive. Bearing in mind, this was when I was still going to college. Yes, it was only like 3 days a week at college, but I was, going to sleep at like 4, waking up at 7, and or some days not even sleeping. So yeah, don't go my route. Don't go my route.
No.
It's a very counterproductive route as well.
If I would have known you then, I
Yeah.
would have bopped you on the fucking head, bud.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Jesus Christ.
but that's the thing. Once I was in the swing of things, that's when it was just like, didn't even faze me. Like, it didn't even bother me. But I guess that is the way I kind of am as well. Like, I just kind of work no matter
But
what.
my question then,
Yeah,
when you were doing these absolutely ridiculous streaming hours,
yeah.
were you putting any effort into other content, or was it just Twitch?
Oh no, I was making YouTube videos and stuff as well. I was making like
How did you
Skyrim
have the time?
again, like I've said, college and that, and other work as well, actually, because that's when I actually started. No, that was a year after I started working at my first job as well, which was at the time roughly like 12 to 14 hours a week. It was literally like 90% of my time was streaming or creating content or skating.
God damn.
And then the rest of it was work, college, and like the 4 to 10 hours of sleep a week. So yeah.
Please tell me you're getting more sleep than
Oh
that
yeah,
now.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna be like, I guess I have to go to Scotland now, so I can beat the shit out of this kid.
I'm still, let's say, not the greatest sleeping pattern, but it's better. I will say that.
I mean, I don't think any streamer has a good
No.
sleep pattern, but so long as you're getting like the right amount, at least.
Average, I'm getting about 6 hours. Average. Some days it's
Like
more, some days it's less. It just depends on
my
the
sleep
day.
schedule is so fucking whack.
Yeah.
So like I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah,
a mood,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
because like how many creators do you interact with that are, or like how many creators or how many viewers do you interact with that are actually in your time zone versus like America?
Not a lot. Like Jedi, Kibs, who else? Who else is, well, Ski, but Ski doesn't really stream anymore. actually, who else is UK time? I don't think there's a lot that I
Yeah, that
like
would,
two
I
or
can
three.
see why your sleep schedule would
Yeah.
be wrecked because
Oh,
of
yeah.
that.
Like, I know most of my audience is American UK. That's why I stream about 8 to 9 p.m. my time.
Yeah, because your
it
time slot lines right up about like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. my time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, both kind of hit the exact same point. Like, and at least it averages out between them. So, I'm smart enough to stream at the right times. I just sometimes don't put in enough effort. And that's probably the next thing we should probably talk about is how much effort you should put into streaming and how much you should put into content. And like off-stream content and not just, stream every day like I did. Like that's a bad idea, trust me. I'm
Terrible decision.
Yeah. I'm still reaping the benefits of that sleep schedule. Like, I'm in a constant state of tiredness, basically.
What person of
yeah, good point.
our collective generations is not? Like,
Good point.
that's just part of being
But like,
under 40 in the current day and age.
yeah.
So,
and also considering I was also skating a lot at the time as well. Like, I don't even know how I found the time. I couldn't even go back and tell you exactly how I did it. Like, there was no planning to it. It was all chaos. I'm not blaming your sleep schedule on you, Catherine. Yeah. No, I would never do such things. I would never blame someone else for my problems. Sometimes. I mean, if I get
oh my god,
killed in another game, it's because of KaiA usually, because blame KaiA all the time. You gotta do that.
Oh my
god. And yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's good that I went and did the whole, like, there is a good part to it, to doing like big amounts of streaming and stuff, and not sleeping. There's one good side to it. To not fucking do it ever again.
Correct, but like it would have been beneficial if like you had known beforehand.
Oh yeah,
not to.
100%. So definitely
Like,
take my warning as it's a voice of experience doing this.
Yes,
like,
please don't be stupid like Artemis.
Like, full time is an understatement of what I ended up doing. Like, that was more than full time. That was like,
well, even full time. Like, if you are streaming
exactly.
on Twitch full time,
it's about
you're
4
still,
days
like,
max.
I think I was gonna say, yeah, and like I think your hours required are like 100.
Oh yeah, I was getting
100, like between 100 and 120, and that's like a regular 40-hour work week. Don't get me wrong,
exactly.
But it's not that shit.
No, it's not streaming every day for 8 to 12 hours. There was actually a time that I did a 48-hour stream without even thinking about it. Like, I did not even think about it. Like,
was it a subathon of some sort?
This was before I was even an affiliate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this was like, again, 2020 days as well. Like, I think it was actually December time as well. Hashtag stream less. Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yes, right.
And yeah, like, definitely take that warning. Stream less, create more content. Also, another thing I would definitely say for any new creator or current creators, live your fucking life as well. Like,
accurate.
Don't just consume content and make content. Like, go outside. Like, that's why I still go skating and stuff. Yes, I can technically use that as content, but at least it's getting me outside and, talking to at least one other person. It's better than no one. But, like, you just got to... what would the best piece of advice you would give a new creator aside from like time?
I mean, honest to God, I think that's the big thing. I think a lot of like new content creators, when they get on, especially when it comes to Twitch, because YouTube is growing, but Twitch is still the behemoth that it is.
It is.
Don't think you can just hit go live and that's it. Like,
exactly.
Twitch's discoverability is fucking shit, and if you do that, you're gonna get stressed out over numbers. Exactly. You're not gonna see the growth that you want. Like, no. So that's honest to God the biggest piece of advice I would give is like, stream, and like, you don't have to have the best equipment to start. You don't even have to have a fucking camera to start. If you want to go live, hit the button.
That was 20 quid. Like 20 quid headset, like, and I got to almost affiliate on that headset.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need the top of the line equipment. Just hit the go live button, but don't make that the only thing you're doing. No. Restrict your streaming schedule and focus on other content, because like the reason that I started streaming in the end, like probably about the beginning of February, March-ish this year.
Yeah, exactly.
And the reason I've experienced any amount of growth is because of socials. Specifically right now, TikTok is huge for streamers. Huge. So like, don't burn yourself out just streaming, because you're going to need energy to do other stuff for like YouTube videos so that you can grow your YouTube channel, which I'm really fucking bad about. TikTok, Twitter. If Instagram is your thing, do Instagram, because reels are popping off over there too. So like, just be smart with your time, basically, I think is like one of the biggest pieces of advice I would give to somebody who's just starting to stream.
But like, exactly. Like, you want to, diversify your content. Like,
correct.
The whole reason I'm doing like podcasts, tutorial videos for streamers and content creators, and gaming videos is to show that if you do true variety and not just a variety of games, you can grow as well. It is a lot harder. You have to put 10 times more work in sometimes, depending. And like, but if you can make it well, you can definitely grow. Like, I've seen myself grow a bit better since I've started diversifying my content on YouTube as well. Like, I've got the podcast on a Tuesday, that's when I upload it. And then I've got gaming video on a Thursday, and then streaming Saturdays on a Saturday. And that's a video I usually put up there, is like tutorials for OBS or Wavelink or new equipment that I've got, and tell you the difference between like my current XLR mic and a USB condenser mic.
I did watch that video. It was adorable watching you try and shuffle all of the shit.
Yeah, it was. That was so annoying to try and do. And that was with me cable management.
Do you not have a boom arm?
I do.
Why didn't you like adjust shit so you could have used the boom arm instead of holding the mic and then setting it down and then holding the mic? I
only had one boom arm, and where it was sitting was the only place where it could sit. So like, in my stream chat buys like shit or whatever, basically what I did there was use this mic on, if I can grab it, this boom arm, and basically what that did was like, I pointed it like a shotgun mic, and trust me, don't use a dynamic microphone as a shotgun mic. It's like the worst time to try and EQ, and I should probably be careful how I set this down. But like, it worked for what it was needed, but I am getting a lavalier mic at some point, hopefully soon, and saving up for Comic-Con as well at the same time. So yeah, loving that. Loving having to be on such a tight budget.
No, that's a whole ass mood. And Catherine, I agree with like, whenever I go outside the niche algorithm assigned me, it's like hitting the brakes, like, and you won't let it stop you. That's another huge piece of advice. Don't let like that. If you feel like you're being shadow banned or throttled, like, is it discouraging? Yes,
Yes.
but still make the type of content you want, because people are going to be more
Yeah.
engaged if you're clearly enjoying yourself than if
Exactly,
you're
like-
just doing something for views.
Yeah.
Also,
Now-
don't hurt yourself for views. Please
Yeah.
don't do that.
Now, there is a counterpoint to that. Only if you're comfortable with it. That's all I'll say. Is if you're comfortable and you set your own boundaries for it, yes. Like,
See, when I say don't hurt yourself for
Yeah.
views, what I more so mean is, like, you've got the people who are out here doing the one chip challenge
Yeah.
and the gummy
Like,
bear
yeah,
challenge. And
exactly.
that shit's actually sending people to hospitals because their bodies
Like,
physically can't handle it. So just be
careful.
smart, know your fucking limit.
Yeah.
Like, don't,
Yeah.
if you know, like me, I'm fucking mayo white over
Yeah,
here. I know I can't
exactly.
handle spice. And if I tried that one chip challenge, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
So you're never
I
gonna
mean,
see me do it. I'm
Also,
sorry.
look at me. Every time someone gifted, like, no, was it gifted subs or was it? No, it was like if they gave me 1,500 bits or something like that collectively, I would do like a 2 million Scoville unit gummy bear. I would eat one of those.
God, fuck that shit. No,
It was
I'd be dead.
horrible, but I could handle the spice. Like it like got to a point that I did have to stop it because again my throat was like, oh, that's Carolina Reaper fucking oil.
See, like, exactly. And
Like,
if you're not
and-
it's like, honestly, that's the one thing that's been driving me crazy
Yeah.
is I've been watching a lot of these
Yeah.
streamers do the gummy bear and the one chip challenge.
I will
and like
be
all of them
honest.
are recounting their
Yeah,
terror
exactly.
stories afterwards. I'm like,
Exactly. The one thing I will say is I know I could handle the one chip challenge better because it's not a oil of sorts, if you know what I mean. Like it's more of a just dry chip. It's not, you know, a gummy bear that you have to sit and chew and chew and chew and
Artemis.
chew. You know?
Artemis, you're
Yeah.
white. Don't do it.
I can handle spice unlike most white
Don't
people.
do it. Don't
Bro,
do it.
I just had
No,
you know,
don't do it.
cooked fucking chili rice or whatever it was at work
No.
because my boss
No.
fucking gave me it
See,
for
but
free.
there's a difference between eating like chili rice and like, cause I eat spicy food.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I am aware of what my
Then
body
again-
can and cannot handle as a mayo white person.
Yeah.
My genetics aren't there.
Yeah. Remember, we built a lot of different curries. Like, we came up with shit by mixing other, you know, Indian foods together and shit by accident, and just went, oh, it's hot enough finally.
Jedi, that's only so much of an excuse though, because
Yeah.
technically, if you want to get real pedantic about
Yep.
it, I'm Irish. They're built different too, but I'm
Yeah.
still not stupid.
See, there's a reason the Scottish are better. Nah,
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, but like, even when I was doing like the jelly beans that were Carolina Reaper jelly beans, like they were fine for me. I barely even choked at them. Like I was like, okay, it's spicy. I need a bit of milk, but that's about it. Like those weren't even hot. I was actually kind of disappointed that they weren't as hot as you would think a Carolina Reaper bean would be.
I mean,
Like-
Carolina Reaper isn't even the hottest like
Yeah, I know.
pepper. Like the ghost pepper isn't either. There's another
Yeah.
one out there, and I don't remember what
The
it's
Scotch
called.
bonnet.
I
That's
don't-
usually what
For
it
some
is.
reason, I think it starts with an F, and it's a
Um,
weird fucking name.
Let me check.
See, there you go. Even Kestrin says, "Look,
Yeah.
look."
Yeah. Nah, I'll still take the one chip if I want to. If I get to a point, I'm gonna actually do it just for myself, just to prove that I can do it. So, like, yeah, I'll probably record it because I know you guys like to see me torture myself. I mean, no, the Carolina Reaper's back at the top again apparently, and this year, and I don't know how the fuck it did that. But Dragon's Breath, okay, shit like that, okay. Yeah, 2.2 million.
I'm looking it up now too.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
curious.
Yeah. This is the research part of the podcast. I don't know.
I could have sworn there was like a pepper that. Hang on.
Yeah. But like, again, getting to the original point, don't throw yourself through shit that you don't think you can handle. Like, know your limits and actually sit there and what? I just seen Kai's face, but what?
Hang on. The name of this pepper.
Yeah.
I have to.
Okay.
The name of the pepper is Facing Heaven pepper.
Yeah. The what?
And the Facing Heaven pepper.
Oh yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, why not?
What? I mean, apparently it's chili, like it's a chili pepper, but it's called Facing Heaven, and I'm like, what the? I'm sorry, it
means
the name
it kills you.
really caught me off guard.
Oh. All right, those ones that grow like up the right. That makes sense why it's called,
Facing Heaven.
Yeah. But they're only usually medium to hot. Like, I swear I've actually
There's one called the Komodo dragon pepper. I approve.
Oh, that sounds sick. Like, I would just eat that to make a clickbait title out of it because why not? Shits and giggles. I mean, well, when we actually think about it, technically, if I start doing skate content, it's technically putting myself in danger for views. Technically.
That's no, there's a
But
difference
again,
because
that's a technicality. That's what I'm saying.
Like, when I'm saying put yourself in danger, it more so means that it's something that you
don't
know
hospitalize
could...
yourself.
Yeah, like it's you intentionally doing something that will likely harm you because you know that harm will get you views.
Yeah.
You skating is a passion of yours. It's something you practice at. You're something. It's a sport. Yeah. Like it's not. There's a difference.
Good point. Yeah. Like
there's a difference.
Yeah, there is.
Like harming yourself intentionally for views is a no-no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just, shitty to be honest. But also you're putting yourself in danger for bullshit. Basically, that's it.
Exactly.
Because
like the views that you get off of it wouldn't be worth it. It's not going to be returning views.
Exactly.
I guarantee it. Like it's just going to be people that are like, ha, look at the dumb human, and then they turn away.
Exactly. Like when you actually start to think about it, especially when you see it with people who have grown like really big from TikTok usually, like they went from being talked about almost every second post on my For You page to I've not heard their name mentioned in about a year.
That's, I think a large part of it has to do with like
that algorithm
cancel culture.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
like TikTok's cancel culture is wild, and like literally one day a creator will be at the top of the platform and the next day there's some huge fucking scandal that came out and you don't hear about them ever again.
Yeah, like doing something for views is also another way to, again, continually harm yourself basically, because like some people do replicate the same shit all the time, and that's what's harming you. Not the first time. Maybe the first time gets you views, sure, whatever, right? But continuously doing it over and over again to get those same amount of views, that's what's putting you in harm's way. And that's when you're in the danger zone, and just don't do it. Again, my doing like streaming every day 8 hours a day, and then editing, and then recording, and then doing everything else, technically you could say that was harming myself for views. Technically, again, that's putting yourself through, but that's mental fatigue and all that shit.
Correct. Like mental fatigue is important, and don't ever dismiss it and take care of yourself. But again, I still think that there's a difference between like in doing something that is intentionally harming yourself, and doing something that is harming you and you don't realize it till later. But so long as you come to the realization and you stop the behavior, like just I say this all the fucking time on overworking yourself. Exactly. I say this all the time on my streams, and like when you guys are here, all that matters to me is your health and your safety. Like, I need you. Like, I want everybody who comes by my streams or sees my content on TikTok. Like, I want you guys to be safe and healthy.
Exactly.
That's simple.
The other thing I would also say, especially for creators who are obsessing over numbers and obsessing over like just shitty comments and shit, don't do it. And to be honest, the best piece of advice I've ever heard is do your content for you, not for the viewer.
I 100% agree.
Don't sit there and be like, oh, this viewer will like this. I'm doing variety to hit certain niches, yes, but I'm enjoying the content that I'm making. If I wasn't enjoying it, I wouldn't be doing it. So like,
see, that's what I've said. Like, it's, I think if you're very clearly enjoying what you're doing, other people are going to enjoy it. If they can tell you're not enjoying what you're doing, they're not going to stick around. It doesn't matter. Like, you could be the most cracked person in a video game, but if they know you're not enjoying it, why would they watch?
If you're putting yourself through mental hell and shit to, you know, play this one game that's pissing you off. Like, I mean, that's why I stopped playing Cold War on stream and Cold War in general, because it was just making me more pissed off and more pissed off and more pissed off. Like, the more pissed off you get on stream, okay, sure, you'll get 1 or 2 funny clips. Okay, fair enough, that's basic rage. And then you get to a point where you maybe get so angry that something accidentally slips, especially on COD, because that can always be a dangerous place to be because of the wax, you know. No one really gives a shit because it's COD, and that's when it can slip on stream. Like, that's one of the worst places that you'll end up slipping on stream, is because you're used to being toxic and all that shit, even offline.
COD is just toxic in general, though.
Like, I'm going to be playing the new Modern Warfare, but if I don't enjoy it, I'll not play it on stream. You know? Like, but again, like I've said recently, after playing the beta, there's some hope. And like, again, make sure you're enjoying the games and stuff like that, and any content that you're making. Like, I know that when I go down to Comic-Con, I'll be at least making 1 or 2 videos. Like, when I go to London Comic-Con in May, it's May, right? Yeah, it's May. But I know I'll be making a couple of bits of content there and stuff, but I'll have content pre-recorded for that week or whatever. Like, also, that's also another thing we should probably mention is, you know, plan your content ahead. Don't do, again, what I do and just chaotically think of shit on the fly. But, like, you know, like, doing shit on the fly is also a more natural way to do your content as well, though. Like, so there's, like, good and bads to both. Like, obviously, if you're doing planned content and stuff and you've scripted it and stuff, you can only really do certain types of videos. Like, you can't just do, like, a normal reaction gameplay video or whatever, because you will have a script in front of you and it'll just sound, you know, well, scripted and robotic and shit, and not sitting there, like, actually reacting to the game. Like, I've had to re-record Fear 3 times, and I need to actually record it a 4th time because it fucked up again. So knowing what's coming also can hinder you a little bit, but as long as you can give a natural reaction to it, you'll be fine. Am I right?
No, you're completely correct. Because Steve, and controversial opinion here, and I don't want this to sound like I don't like these creators, because I actually absolutely adore them, and I still consume almost all of their content. But that's, I think, one of, specifically this one creator, that's one of my, like, issues with them that sometimes turns me off of their videos, and it's Markiplier. And that's because you can tell, like, a lot of Markiplier's reactions are overblown, for, like, and it's not nearly as bad now as it was when he was, like, first starting to get big, but they're overblown intentionally for the views, or they're entirely fake altogether. And I'm like, it's so transparent.
Sometimes they can be done very well, but it's very hard to do it, like, very well.
I think the ones that get me the most is Markiplier's try not to laugh
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're
yeah,
so obviously fake. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I appreciate that this is content
Yeah.
that people want to consume and that they enjoy it, but like I would rather
But
see
yeah,
you
like,
genuinely reacting
yeah,
to something than
exactly,
forcing
like-
it.
Like, yeah, don't force your content.
And again, don't misconstrue that as I don't
Yeah.
like Markiplier. I fucking love Markiplier.
Yeah.
I think he's a wonderful human
Like-
being. It's just in some of those videos, I'm like,
Sometimes even with like Jacksepticeye and stuff, like there's certain videos I won't watch because either it's like a game I don't like, or I'm not really in a mood for like more of a serious video, because sometimes he does them and he's been doing them a lot more recently because of YouTube
he's been
being
doing them a
bit,
lot more because of the YouTube controversy.
yeah, YouTube, suppressing certain people's and then not doing
Suppressing them,
Yeah.
banning them, removing their
Yeah.
videos when they're not like
Exactly,
It's a whole,
like-
I don't know if you guys know about the YouTube drama. If you
Yeah.
don't, look it up. It was
It's-
fucking wild.
It's wild, like, and again, you can see why also Corey was pretty annoyed by it, because it did seem racially,
Motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
because like,
And I appreciate,
Yeah.
see, and again, I love Markiplier because I appreciate that both him and Jack
Yeah,
stepped up
exactly,
and they were like,
like-
this isn't cool with their, try
Yeah.
not to get age restricted videos.
yeah, exactly, like
Kudos. That's huge.
yeah, like they were not taking that shit. And like, again, I don't see a lot of creators either do that as well. Like there are a lot that do try and stand up and talk about people like that in all those situations and shit.
All right, Catherine. All right,
Yeah.
Catherine.
But like at least Mark and Jack are using their platform to do good and not
Correct.
sitting here just pretending it's a non-issue. And like
Exactly.
they're actually using their
I
size.
stand the shit out of both of them.
Yeah.
I will admit I like Jack a little more than Mark,
Yeah.
but that's because Jack's humor just hits me
Yeah.
right, whereas Mark's is just slightly off the mark for
Yeah.
my sense of humor.
Yeah. Jack's a bit more less caring about what people think, I think.
Mm-hmm.
From just because
I would agree with
a
that.
lot of his content feels a lot more natural than Mark's. Like, there's a
I
few
agree.
things that are scripted and you can tell they're scripted, but they still work even though you know they're scripted sometimes.
Like one of my favorite Jack videos specifically is his playthrough of Death Stranding.
yeah,
Where
exactly.
he's just like walking through it. He's like, they're right when they say it's a walking sim.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a good walking sim. And I was like, that's a fucking
But
move,
yeah,
buddy.
I think Jack's one of the type of YouTubers that you should try to be. And Mark's
Emulate, yeah.
Yeah, and Mark's more what a lot of people end up doing, if you know what I mean. Like,
No, that makes sense. I
yeah,
understand.
like they'll try and be natural and they'll try and do this, but maybe they just don't have the natural flow of it or something. And this is actually where one of the other pieces of advice that I learned early on, but I never actually, used because, I'm clearly big brain and think I can do it all on my own, but is play with other people for your first 3 or 4 videos, or have someone sit in a Discord call with you while you're recording, and then it's a
Yes.
natural talk, and you don't have to even have them on let their voice come through on OBS when you're recording it. You can just talk to them like you would talk to the viewer. It's just someone to be there to talk to, and not just talking
Correct. Having
to
that
a
sounding
camera.
board.
Yeah,
It's huge having somebody else just to talk to, because it truly is when you
Yeah.
first go live and you first start streaming,
Yeah.
it's hard because basically you have to verbalize
Yeah.
all of your internal thoughts.
yeah,
And as somebody who is chronic RBF and just
Yeah.
I don't say shit, it was hard for me to
Exactly,
unlearn that.
like-
And it's so much easier when you have
Yeah.
somebody else there with you that can
Yep.
help keep the flow of
100%.
conversation. Yes, absolutely.
I notice I still do it sometimes on solo playthroughs and stuff, but I know when to cut them out because I know it's a quiet part of the game anyway, that nothing really happens except maybe a gunshot or 2 gunshots or 2 or 3 enemies that aren't really important to the game. So it's we'll cut that and we'll jump from this scene to this scene where I'm talking again. And I think that's the way that a lot of people should also try and edit first, is when they're really quiet, is just jump between certain parts in the game. Even if it's like you do the full game all at once. Like if you do like say the game's like 4 hours, right? Say it's a really short game. And you do that for 4 hours in one recording in one sitting. Just cut up the whole recording into like an hour. Like turn that 4 hours into an hour. Now that is hard to do, especially starting editing. Again, speaking from experience. But the more you do it, the more you try to cut down from long hours to like really short, like even minutes, like the better you'll get at editing. Like, and the quicker you can cut, the quicker you can edit usually, because like the cuts are probably the longest part. Everything else is just messing about with it until it works.
Accurate.
Yep. Yep. Like, even on my video that got uploaded, well, today, as of recording for the YouTube
basics
people.
Of wavelength.
Yep, that. But like, when I had the... Yeah, exactly. Like, and I had to learn something brand new, which took me 5 minutes to learn, by the way. And that was to get, like, a quick mask to hide the words, but have them underneath me, but have the background still there, which was incredibly difficult to do, because I know how much I move around in my shots and stuff anyway. So, like, with having a bit more of a, like, animated style of talking and stuff, it's a lot harder to do and do those masks and stuff. Like, having it like actually come out good though, that was the hard part, because I had to go frame by frame for like 6 hours to figure it out. Like, I had already done all the cutting for it within the first like hour and a half, and then the other like 5.5 hours was me literally doing this one bit, and that was the entire 5 hours it took me to do it. And
see, I'm so lazy when it comes to editing. I'm so fucking lazy.
Yeah. And like, that's also, again, another reason to why I want to be an editor and be affordable for both, is so that the people who even are small but have enough money to get an editor once in a while, I'm still affordable for them, but I'm also able to do more complex shit for bigger creators who want this complex shit. So
you heard it here first, guys.
Big brain.
Artemis wants to be the next Lixian.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna be better. What you on about?
don't shit on Lixian. Lixian is like the honest to God. I love Mark.
Yep.
I love I like Mark. I love Lixian.
Yep.
I watch a lot of Mark's videos because of Lixian.
Yep. Nah, to be honest, I've just been on a warpath recently. Like, I've called out Jack, telling him I'll be better than him. You know, I'm just gonna take over YouTube. You know, like you have to have the confidence.
That's another thing not to do. Not that Artemis is doing it seriously at all, but never start beef with bigger creators because you think it'll get you more views.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm doing it for fun.
Yeah, don't shit where you eat. Don't be stupid, please. Just be smart.
I'm gonna take on you, like, you know.
There was a Twitch, I don't even remember, but there was like a barely affiliated Twitch streamer that tried to take on BB Jess a couple of months back.
Yeah, like,
and I was like, are you fucking stupid?
Like,
oh my god.
Here's the thing. The reason I do it is as a joke. If it gets their attention, it's still a joke. It's funny. But, like, there's no actual seriousness to it. I'm not trying to beat Jack or anything. I'm just giving a bit of friendly competition. That's what we'll say. Like, it's better.
Friendly competition.
Yeah. And then, you know, like, if we get into a friendly competition, you know, maybe make some content. out of said competition. Trying to one up Jack, which is a lot of editing. A lot of editing has to go into that to one up Jack. I will be honest. But
yeah, because Jack
and
both have full-time editors.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got me as an editor, me as the person recording, you know, I've got like 30 jobs. But if I can one up Jack with no other editors and stuff, I mean, come on, that has to prove something. I don't know to who.
I love you, but that would never happen.
I mean, if it did though, like, I know I have the potential to do it. It's just how lazy I feel like being. That's usually what it is.
That's
a lot of my, like, I know I could potentially be one of the best if I wanted to be, and if I had, you know, the lack of laziness. You know, like, I do want to be lazy, but like, I also don't want to be lazy, and it's the most annoying shit ever. Because you're sitting there wanting to get shit done, but your mind's like, nah, you can't be doing that. No, that's too much effort. And that's also a thing that if you do want to pursue this as a career in some sense, you have to break out of that a little bit. Just to, you know, motivate you. You know?
That also plays into the whole like mental health conversation of streaming. Like, you have to balance. You have to take care of your mental health, and you have to balance streaming and like, and it kind of, mental health encompasses everything we've really talked about so far already. But balance your streaming, balance your content creation, balance your actual like life. Go out and live it. And if you get to the point where it is taking a toll, don't be afraid to take a break and step away, or go get the help you need. Like, take your mental health seriously. For fuck's sake.
100%. Yeah, exactly. Like, there we go. Catherine's basically said everything that I do.
Oh my god.
Technically.
Oh my god.
I mean, basically what Catherine's put there is basically what every small streamer and, you know, even some sizable streamers do it as well. Like, they might only have like self-reliance because maybe, I don't know, they just want to do it all themselves. And again,
control freaks.
Yeah, again, I've seen people do it well. That's the thing. Like, Kai does it pretty good, usually.
Kai barely puts content out on any other platform.
Yeah, aside from that, you do pretty good. So, the streaming side, basically, but, well, but, like, again, like, you've got to, like Kai said, balance it and shit, but, like, you've also got to, I don't know, it seems like people don't break up their time as evenly as they should. And like, again, I'm going to use myself as an example, and this was actually technically a bit of being a guinea pig as well at the start of the year, is when I took a week break off of Twitch, I was still doing YouTube content. I didn't fully stop, I just separated my time better, because I took that week off Twitch, did catch up for YouTube, came back to Twitch, and I managed to do them simultaneously at bang on almost a decent schedule. Okay, I missed 1 or 2 videos, but that was just because I was being lazy. But again, you'll get those days that you just don't want to make content, you don't want to edit, you don't want to record or anything. And like, again, those are the days that you fully take off. But again,
I agree.
Separate your breaks. Like, again, maybe you don't do breaks the same way I do, but that's because I usually have to be working at something all the time, no matter what I'm doing. So like, I'll split. Maybe I take a week off of streaming but focus on YouTube content and TikTok content, or I'll do the opposite, and like, I'll just rotate them out once in a while. And I think that's one of the better ways that I've found for myself to do it, because again, I've got to be working at something all the time. Like, the second I get up, when I'm playing game, I either just zone out or completely forget about making content. But if I'm making content while playing a game, like, just any game that I feel like playing that day, it at least gives me something to put out instead of, just fully zoning out in the game. But sometimes you need those days that you just zone out and don't give a shit. Like,
accurate self-care.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't get those days much anymore. Like, I prefer to be recording content and shit a lot of the time. But again, I don't force myself to record every day again like I used to. Which, again, I'll reiterate, not a good thing on your mental health. Like, you will start getting a lot more irritable as well. Like, trust me. Like, there was days at college that I had to walk out of the class because A, I was that tired, and B, I was that grumpy over other shit that was out of my control in streaming and shit, and just because some of them were dicks. But like, you can't let it get to you.
Correct.
It's really what I should have said, and that would have made it a lot more concise. But like, yeah, the new job's helped a little bit because it's gave me a bit more of a schedule and made me a bit more organized instead of 1 day a week that I'm working, and instead I'm now 4 to 5 days a week, depending. But again, there's still short enough hours that I can still make all my content and shit. And like, and be able to skate and be able to do other shit. Like, a Sunday's usually my recording day now for everything else for throughout the week, because it's only 2-3 videos max in a week anyway. Unless I feel like doing extra, like, I'll probably end up doing that with Fear, and like on my game day I'll just record and edit one for 11 o'clock in the morning or whatever, because apparently that's a decent time to gauge where your audience actually when your audience actually watches or something. But do one then, and then do one at 3 to see which one A does better. So it's a bit of research for me as well to see if I'm doing any better in one time or another, or maybe if I can find a middle point and get the best of both, that will be better. But like, fair. That's because I want to do 2 videos in one day, but I'm not doing Jack level of like old Jack videos, like 2 a day, 7 days a week.
God damn, I would die.
Like, you also gotta remember, he never used to take breaks. He didn't like taking breaks. Like, that's also the thing with Jack. Like, in that regard, slightly similar to me. Jesus, I've just realized how bad that can actually be. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Jedi, doing 1 video a week, easy. But like, the difference is you do scripted videos and talk through shit a bit more in detail, if you know what I mean. Like, I can literally record for like 17 minutes maybe and come out with a decent 10 to 12 minute video. Like, I don't have to cut out a lot, but I cut out a few dead spaces and that's about it. And like, again, that's those particular videos. Whereas if you're doing a lot more natural reaction style, so like to games and stuff, when you're actually playing a game, it's a lot easier to record and edit within like a day and a half. Like, even half the time I've seen myself record like 3 gaming videos and edit 3 in the same day without even trying. Like, I don't even think about it anymore. It's just, I've recorded 3. I'll go and edit all 3 of them tonight. But then again, that's the days that I end up spending until like 4, 5 in the morning and then getting up at 9. But again, those days don't come as often because, again, I've still got the time because I'm no longer streaming 5 days a week. I'm streaming 3. And usually the podcast day gets changed about so often it doesn't matter when I do the podcast stream as long as it's once a week instead of once every 2 weeks. So like, again, balance is probably the main thing with content creation, I think. That and
I agree.
keeping your mental health in check and not
I
being
agree.
irritable and not being insufferable either, or being an egomaniac. Like, I know some of my shit when, again, like I'm saying, like, I'll take on Jack, I'll take on every big YouTuber I want to as a joke, but it can come across a bit egotistical. But again, you also have to realize that even if you say you don't have an ego, you should have an ego. Like,
Everybody does.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a natural human thing. Like, it's a human thing to have an ego, to have a little bit pride in your. Oh, Tate was an annoyance. Like, I do not like. Again, we're not going to go on a massive rant about him. He's right
I was
about.
gonna say, I don't know anything about this.
Okay, so basically, Andrew Tate, you know I'm not sure if you've seen it on TikTok, but the bald guy that talked about basically beating women all the time and shit. Basically.
I have.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you not?
Nothing about
Oh,
this. No.
jeez. Nah. Tate's like. Okay, so basically, what's the easiest way to describe this? Basically, he was a kickboxer from like Luton or something. But he also moved to America, but he's also living in Romania now because Romania have a lot less. I guess they're not as well funded, so they can't. Yeah, exactly. Like, come
I'm
on,
not
Kai.
that part of TikTok, Jedi.
Neither
I'm
were
on
we.
Queer talk and streamer talk. Okay.
Neither were we. We just got blasted in the face with this motherfucker, and like, he's just such a dick. But again, I'm not saying that every point he makes is a shit point, because, again, as much as I hate the fucker, because, well, he's a misogynistic twat, but, like, he's right about, you know, hard work. Like, you have to put in the effort to get money. Like, there's no other way about it. You can't just sit there and be, oh, if I make $1,000 a day, I only have to work 2 days a week. And I can live pretty comfortably. You know? Like, you can't just sit there and do that. And he's right about that. And then the next minute he twists it around and goes, and that's why I beat women, basically. And like, it's such a 180-degree turn. And I don't know, he's also mega violent and shit and abusive and shit. So nothing new there with, you know, most misogynists. But like, he was just a dick. Like, he's been taken off of every platform. Like, he got taken off of Instagram, he got taken off of Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can still find his stuff because the people who pay for his online course to become a millionaire post all of his shit. All the time, 24/7, 365, basically.
Wow, he looks like a douchebag. Holy
He is.
shit.
He's your.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
Googling it now because
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
literally never heard anything about this.
His brother isn't much better either, Tristan, because he's also a twat. But at least he wears a shirt most of the time. That's the difference.
Jesus.
But yeah,
fucking
Tate
Christ.
isn't. Yeah, don't get curious.
I already did, Jedi. You're too late, Jedi.
Too late, Jedi. You're a bit. Just
God,
just
he
a tiny
looks like a douchebag.
bit. Yeah, he is. Like, again, I'll give him his credit. He's right about hard work, but everything else he can get fucked on.
God
Because
damn.
like, the other big clip that he has as well is the fact that he has a machete in every room in his house. And I'm talking, he's got a mansion. Like, he's got like 36 rooms. And he's got a machete, at least one, if not 5 in each room.
That's terrifying.
Yep. And again, someone who has that many machetes is is either expecting violence or looking for violence. There's no other way
like
you would
serial killer.
have. There's no other way you would have, you know, what, 5 machetes each room, 30 to 40 rooms in his house that he also shares with his brother, who's basically just as bad. Like, that's, you know, getting into the over 100 machetes at least. And this is also remembering the fact that he has access to guns in Romania, casinos, ties to the Romanian mobs and shit. And, like, he has access to basically everything. And, yeah, exactly. Like, I will say this, he can get away with it for so long. He got away with it for so long because he is somewhat intelligent in some way. But again, it still caught up to him because no matter what you do, it's always going to catch up to you one way or another. Like, maybe you don't get found out by, say, feds. Maybe you get found out by, say, a mob boss you fucking ripped off, basically. Again, like, they will not go to the police about that shit. They will come and cut your head off, some of them. So, like, you don't fuck with people, man. Like, he fucks with people thinking he gets away with it because he has this quote-unquote secret society called the War Room. And, I mean, I've threatened the War Room, like,
okay, Jedi.
4 times. And I've not seen anything happen yet. So, I doubt the War Room can do fuck all. So, and apparently they have eyes everywhere. So, like, technically they should see this, right? Like, again, he's just a dick. But yeah, enough for that rant because people have gave him way too much time. Like, there's been about over 60 videos that I've seen that are all reacting to him and taking the piss out of him and shit like that. And then, like, there's 1 or 2 that are actually serious and actually talk about the things that he's actually done. The things that are actually proven that he's done. But yeah, like, I don't know, people like that are the people that annoy me. Because, like, they'll just say shit like that to get views. And that's why he started leaking all these clips. Because there's no other way you have someone recording your private life without eventually thinking about putting these clips up. And again, another piece of advice, don't do what Tate did. Don't be an asshat.
Fair advice.
Yeah.
Fair advice.
I mean, don't be an asshat is good life advice. And, like, just, you know, stop caring about what especially people like Tate think of you. Like, he would sit here and call me a little bitch, but I'd still go toe to toe with him if he fucking tried. And I know I couldn't take him. I know I'd get beaten to a bloody pulp, but I'd still stand up to him if he tried. I don't care if I'm getting beat. It's general principle for me though. But again, that's getting into a whole different conversation that we really
Chicken
don't
Little is adorable. But to touch back on something else I saw in chat a little while ago, I think Jedi posted it. Jedi was talking about giveaways, and that's another really good point for, like, streamers.
Yeah.
Don't do giveaways hoping that it's going to bring you in, like, a massive fucking audience. It's not. Anybody that shows up for it is just there for the freebie, and then they're going to leave.
Yep.
If you want to do a giveaway, do it for your community. Like, don't
I think,
I would say don't, like, what?
I think Jedi's got the best way to do it. He has, like, a way that you have to rank in, like, the top 100 of, like, watch hours or something. Again, he can probably explain it better, but, like, anyone who reaches a certain threshold of watch hours, so I think what was it, like the last one, like 32 hours of watch time or something. So like people who are regular will get that very easy with a lot of Jedi streams. But yeah, like you have to have a minimum hours to be eligible. But 35, right? There we go. 35.
That's a really
hours.
good idea.
And like,
yeah, like
it works.
Do giveaways for your regulars. Don't do it for new people or to draw
like,
new people in. Like you don't even necessarily need to axe it. What?
Yeah.
You don't need to like promote it on your socials or anything like that. If you want to do a giveaway, do it for your community. Don't do it
like,
for new views.
Yeah. Especially
I know.
I know. The other thing, again, while we're talking on like views and slight kind of adjacent to monetization and stuff, like another thing I would say is have somewhere for people to monetize you other than just Twitch.
Yes, huge. And like take the time when you hit the ability to choose if you want to be affiliate or not. Take the time and consider it. Don't just immediately like smash that button because by monetizing on YouTube, like as soon as you hit 50 followers and you're 3 average and whatnot, like don't, because the moment you sign that, if you're that small, you're tying your hands. Which it's not as bad now because
not anymore.
At least Twitch is allowing you, like it's still bad. Twitch is allowing you to stream to other medias, primarily TikTok. But you still can't dual stream to YouTube because it is a direct competitor. So by choosing to monetize, you're cutting out half your fucking audience. Like it's don't be stupid. Thank you for stopping by, Scooter. I love you. Take the time to like truly consider the pros and cons of becoming an affiliate, because if I want emotes, okay, chill. You don't need affiliate to get emotes. Download better TTV and lock the emotes to your channel. You can put as many as you want up there and people can still use them. I want channel point commands. Okay, sucks that you can't have channel point commands, but you can do chat commands that do the same shit and it's free for your community. Like literally everything you get except for the monetization of being a Twitch affiliate, even a partner, you can get for free and still be able to dual stream your content. So like think about it. Truly take the time to think about it before you sign up to be an affiliate once you reach it. Huge, like biggest piece of advice.
The other thing I would say is use a place like Coffee or Patreon or something and give other people more behind the scenes content or something. Give them something that you can use more.
Really
Fan House is one I've heard as well. Like the ones I'm gonna probably focus on, especially for seeing as I'm not at like 1K on YouTube or stuff. By the way, guys, subscribe. Just while I shameless self fucking promo there. But like if I got like, well, I am planning on doing stuff for those monetized platforms, for Patreon and for Coffee. But basically what I'm going to end up doing for some is I might make some streams that have only a private link that get posted in that if they've subscribed, and only the subscribers of that platform can see it. So like Patreon and Coffee would probably have the exact same links, exact same streams, because it's just an easier way to do things, and then that means it's basically the same thing as a members only live stream if you were to do something like that, or a sub only live stream if you were to do that. But like there's also a lot more flexibility with being able to like monetize on other things. Like if you're monetizing on Coffee or Patreon especially, you can put like things like behind the scenes footage and other just random shit that you don't want to put out on your main platform, but you want your viewers still to see it, at least the ones that regularly are there and usually support you or something. But like, and give them maybe earlier access to certain YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like that's the only way. Like I'm treating it like it's YouTube membership, but it's a bit more flexible and stuff like that. Instead of, you know, just being on YouTube, it can be on a completely different platform, which again might dip the monetization, but it overall makes it better for me because especially coffee is like a 90-10 split. Patreon, I think 70-30, maybe. I'm not sure. I've not really looked too much into Patreon yet. But I know coffee doesn't take a lot of a percentage, maybe even 5% sometimes. And I think you can opt in to give them like 10% if you want to. They don't force it on you. Like, they've, like, the option is, actually I should probably just bring it up and actually tell you what the option actually says. That would maybe help. But like, basically it's like, if you want to, you can, and you get extra little bits that you can do on coffee, like add like badges to the sub thing or shit like that. And it's good that that choice is there though. Like, it makes sense. I also need to log into this because I've not logged in here in ages. Oh god, I can't remember what the email is.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
wait, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I figured out what it was. Apparently I didn't. Oh, what am I doing? Do it with Google. It might work better actually. I only need to log into. No worries, Jedi. But yeah. Damn it, that's not the one. Okay, I can't remember what my fucking login is. Oh, there it is. I think. Is it? I don't know. Is it? It might be. I don't know. It says Artemis Anarchy, so I'm assuming yes. No, it's not.
Bye, Jedi.
But yeah. So yeah. Basically what it is, if I can get into the settings without it hampering me for a fucking payment option, like, you can also do commissions on coffee as well. So if you have a sub thing, you can actually also make your sub, you can give your subs like discounts and shit as well, which again is a good thing. Gold extra, no, that's not the right thing. Account, billing, membership, no. I can't remember what it's called, but basically they take like an extra, like, they take like 10%. That's basically all it is. And it basically just gives you just small extra things to be able to do with coffee, and it's not like anything that's like necessary to actually grow anything on there. But it adds a little bit of convenience, that's all. And for that extra 10%, well, or the 10% that you give them, they'll give you all these features and stuff like custom fucking badges and shit like that. So like,
Intriguing.
you can use it, but it's not necessary basically. So like, and also actually while we're on the topic of monetization, and I just remembered to actually talk about this because I seen it on Twitter yesterday, but Discord is getting a thing that creators can use where we can actually monetize on Discord and not just everywhere else, but they'll actually give us a 70-30 split. I'll have to double check it just in case.
How? I'm intrigued to know how that would work.
I think like it's like things like I think they're only just testing it now, I think, but like, yeah, I don't know, it's like a lot of people seem to be messing about with it, or have at least seen it, you know, like it does seem interesting because it was very intriguing to actually see that, you know.
I'll have to look into it because I'm intrigued.
It's just looks like basically creators can add certain like again, it's like a subscription based thing. So if you subscribe to them on Discord, they'll get access to either another server or another section of your server. So it's like if you were subbed through Twitch and connecting your Twitch account.
Oh, that's actually okay.
So
that's intriguing.
It's basically, if a lot of people do it for like a Discord access or something through Twitch, instead if they do it through Discord, A, the creator gets a better cut, and B, it streamlines it a bit better for other people as well. But like, I'm actually kind of glad that I've moved over to YouTube because it does feel a lot smoother for me anyway. But like, again, I have messed about with it, so like I can't say anything from being brand new to it. But like even when I tried it the first time on YouTube, it was pretty easy. It was a bit complicated because you have to make a thumbnail, you have to do descriptions and shit. You don't have to, but I say it's better if you do. It looks a bit better if you do, to be honest. But like, yeah, like, I just think YouTube's going in the right direction. It's just still playing catch up with Twitch. That's the main thing that they have to focus on, is
Accurate.
like catching up to Twitch first and then doing these new things. Like memberships, obviously, gifted memberships is again a good thing for YouTube because again that's more Twitch catch up. But even the things that they're trying to figure out and do and have talked about doing is a good thing as well. They're not just trying to straight up copy Twitch. They're diversifying themselves, but they're also doing the industry basics as well.
Meanwhile, Twitch is over there trying to completely rip off YouTube. Like what? Like the whole elevated chat thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit burns me so. I'm so angry about it.
And obviously, and also the other thing is like with YouTube's one, if you donate the same $100 on Twitch compared to YouTube with this elevated chat thing on Twitch, you get like a tenth of the time that YouTube offers. Like I think for $100 it's like 2 or 3 hours sometimes.
I was gonna say, might be $100 on Twitch. It's like 2 minutes or something like that.
Like on YouTube, it's about an hour, give or take. Maybe an hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours, I think, max. For 100.
It's just asinine.
And then the 500 is like 6 hours or something. But yeah, like.
See, like with YouTube, the way they did it, the monetization of like the super chats isn't terrible from what I've come to understand.
They've done
like,
it
the
right.
Fact that, like the fact that Twitch tried to straight rip it and then did that, did the money the way they did, like fucking what, bro? How are you gonna copy it and make it so much worse?
Yeah, like okay, it's still, the Discord thing is still in planning from what I can gather. But like, they're not releasing it anytime soon. But they're looking into it, at least. Which, again, is a good thing. But like, again, like, with YouTube and Discord getting better a lot, like, Discord's always been decent. But like, I still think it's had some areas it needs to improve. But again, they're a lot more subscription based than YouTube, technically. In a monetization wise way anyway. Because like, if you do Nitro on Discord, you get like 1080p 60 and stuff like that streaming toward in Discord servers and shit. Which again, if you're being subscribed to that often on Discord itself and you're using some of that monetization to get your 1080p 60, like, are you really going to complain if like an extra 25% goes towards Discord for giving you extra shit?
Yeah,
And
fair.
Discord actually doesn't try to compress you too much. They try their best not to compress people too much. Whereas Twitch is sitting there like, oh, you only get
Nerfing your shit
8,000.
if you're not, not if
Literally.
if you're not one of their top 10%
Yeah.
creators. Not
Like,
even that.
Even then, a lot of them get fucking compressed to fuck. Like, YouTube, yes, okay, maybe they're thinking about putting 4K into their YouTube Premium, right? But how many creators, especially beginning creators, are actually going to use 4K? And
Accurate.
once you get monetized, what? YouTube Premium's like, what, 7 to 10 quid a month, maybe? So that's like, again, like 8 to $12-ish. Again, mental math is not my strong suit. But, but like,
Watching the little
from-
hamster spin on its wheel in your head.
Yeah. From guesstimation, it's about that. But like, again, if you're being monetized on YouTube, like, there's a possibility of you making that in one video. Like, you could make your payment for YouTube Premium in a video. And
Accurate.
that's with you, if you, again, improve your content constantly and stuff and get those views returning, especially. And then once you're getting decent views and stuff, like, you'll end up paying for a lot more of your stuff with YouTube money than subscription money from like Twitch or Discord, because YouTube is on demand. It's not sitting there for like a month and then it disappears. It's up to the creator when it disappears, yes, but like, again, most creators will leave stuff up because that can still be monetized as long as it doesn't get demonetized for any reason. And again,
Correct.
YouTube, yes, they do go back to some old videos and demonetize them, but usually they're pretty good with it and they stay away, aside from a few exceptions. But they'll try and stay away from older content and stop demonetizing that, because again, it was made 4 years ago, 3 years ago, even 6 months ago. There's probably some shit that you could get cancelled for now. Like, it doesn't matter what you're gonna do in content creation, there's always that chance of being cancelled for shit you said 10 years ago. Like,
Accurate.
even though that was like completely different time, like, it's almost like people grow or something with the time or something. Like, oh no, that's impossible, right? Like,
Accurate.
I don't like people that think that, well, I don't like cancel culture in general, because again, like, they're just being dicks. They're just being asshats. And like, there's no need for it. Like, just let the fuckers live their lives. Like, hell, let's actually talk about the Queen's death for fucking 30 seconds, because I'm not giving her any more time than that. But they should have let the woman fucking be dead. Like, she wasn't even out of the fucking castle and there was people outside. Like, come on. Give dead people, they're supposed to be resting in peace, not paraded around like a fucking zoo animal. Like, oh, that shit annoys me the most. Like, just let, I don't care how famous they are, like, just let them be dead. Leave them the fuck alone. Do that shit to me and I'll fucking come back and haunt yous all.
Let them be dead.
Yeah, let them be dead. They're dead. Just let them be dead. Let them have their peace. Let them go away. Like, don't sit here and pretend that you mourning them is going to fucking bring them back. Like, again, it's an asinine way to say it, but it's the only way that it seems to get through some people's heads. So, like,
That's fair.
and it's usually those people that get offended by it that never really,
I promise.
Yes.
Catherine.
Catherine, I will make the afterlife if if I fucking die just to haunt you all if you fucking do that shit to me.
Oh my god.
I will invent a fucking afterlife just for that shit. But like, nah, I just don't know. And my other plan, like I've said a million times on stream and probably on the podcast at least once, when I die, some of it, like a good chunk of it, is getting spent on a massive party, and the rest is getting recorded and burned. Just to say fuck yous to the ones who were after my money. Any money that I have, it doesn't matter about it. Like, doesn't matter how much money it is, it's all getting burned because no one else is fucking getting it. Can't take it with me, so what else will I do with it? I'm having fun with my fucking money. And then, you know, the rest is on a party, you know. All fucking everything. Everything you want, just buy it. And the rest of the money gets burnt. Like,
oh my god.
Like, I mean, what am I going to care? I can't take
That's
money
fair.
with me, so
That
like,
is very fair.
like, Jesus, like, well, actually, no, he was just a magician, but you know, let's not get into
let's not even
let's
touch
not
that.
get into religious talking because
No,
we
no,
all
no,
know
no.
my feelings on that shit.
No.
But that's the thing though, like, people just need to get, you know, along without, you know, judging people for others' random bullshit. That doesn't even really matter unless you know, can prove that it actually exists. Like, my feelings on things like religion and shit is, I won't disprove them, but I'm not believing in shit until I see it. Like, it's my same thing with ghosts, it's my same thing with aliens. I've not seen one, I can't tell you if they're real or fake. If I see one, I'll say they're real. If I don't see one until I die, they're fake. Like, there's no other way to really prove anything. Like, you have to have some sort of cynicism towards everything. I mean, like, obviously, be cynical, but don't be over cynical. Be realistic. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't say that, like, again, I don't say God doesn't exist. I've never met the fucker. So right now, I don't believe in him. But if I ever meet the fucker, I'll still not believe in him. But I'll say he's real. Because there's a difference between belief and him being real. Like, there's no way that anyone can prove what made the universe anyway. So, like, even the Big Bang's a fucking stretch sometimes. Like, yes, there's evidence of that, but when you actually look into it, there's evidence of things like God. There's evidence of other random fucking alien shit. I mean, again, I know I'm going to do this at some point, but I'm going to be doing a reaction video to some of my favorite episodes of Ancient Aliens because it's so fucking weird, but there's a twist on it.
What is Ancient Aliens?
If
I've
you never
even
watched
heard of
it. Basically, it's crackhead people who are literally have degrees in discovering aliens, and they come up with the most bullshit reason. And Kai, if you want to be part of that video when I do it, you can be. But
I'm intrigued. That's for damn sure.
There will be a twist on it. Now, most of the time it's going to be for me, but for anyone who else wants to partake in it, because all episodes will have to be recorded separately because I'm not doing that on one day. But every time they say the word ancient or aliens, you have to take either a sip of your drink if you've mixed a drink or a shot.
That sounds like a death sentence.
Oh,
that sounds like a hospital visit.
Trust me, almost every second word is ancient or alien or extraterrestrial. So actually, extraterrestrial was
sounds
actually
like a
also
hospital visit.
It's a fun drinking game, but you get fucked up quick. That's why they're being separated.
Solid. Okay.
Yep. Like, I know that there's a few that could definitely send you to a hospital. And those aren't my favorite episodes because it just goes into random bullshit that doesn't even fucking make sense. Like, they literally, it feels like an episode where they're literally only saying ancient, alien, extraterrestrial, UFO, pyramids.
Jesus
There
Christ.
was one bit, oh, you know the meme where the guy with the crazy hair that goes aliens? That's from Ancient Aliens.
Oh my god.
That guy is a professor in alien something or other. I can't remember what it is. It's like extraterrestrial history or something. These are actual titles, by the way. I'm not even making half of these up. Like, when it comes up, it's like they are a expert in demonology, or they're an expert in fucking extraterrestrial biology. You know, it's like, what the fuck? How can you have a PhD in something that you haven't even proved exists yet?
I don't know.
Again, aliens, yes, they can exist, but I doubt in this solar system. Like, maybe in another solar system, sure, because there's more than one Earth
you
type.
never know.
Yeah, like, you never know
Well,
until
we've
you actually see.
discovered. How much do you pay attention to, like, astronomy? Because
Yeah,
that's the actual science
yeah,
of
exactly.
like space and the stars, right?
Like,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
How much do you pay attention to astronomy and like space news?
A decent bit. Like, I've lost a little bit,
Because
but I know, like, they found
I was
water
gonna say,
on Mars and stuff.
Well, yeah, they
Or-
found water on Mars, but a couple of months
Yeah.
back, they actually found proof
Yeah,
that there is another planet out there
Yeah.
that, like, in our solar system
exactly.
that we can't see,
yeah,
that is almost a clone of Earth.
yeah. There's been
So,
there's
like-
been a lot of those Earth-like planets. Again, I'm not saying it's not possible in our solar system, but it's still a rarity at least. Because again, we can't go any further than maybe Pluto, maybe just a little bit past Pluto and shit. So, like, we only have like a percentage, if that. No, we don't even have a percentage of the universe that we can see, or our solar system. To be honest, we're probably sitting at like 0.0001% of our solar system alone.
I love how off topic we got.
Oh yeah. Nah, this is how it usually goes. We go so far off topic. Like,
from streaming
Yeah.
things to space.
to space, yeah. See? Like, see,
They
this
both
is...
start with S.
Yeah, exactly. Like, space, streaming... you can twist it back into streaming at some point, somehow.
Oh my god.
Trust me, I've done it before. It's
Jesus Christ.
difficult, but you can do it. Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of like Earth-like planets and stuff, but like there are certain factors that make it inhabitable for humans.
Correct.
Not for every species, but for humans specifically, yes. Because there's so much that goes into evolution and all that shit, and you know, obviously, if you put humans on certain planets and kept breeding them on that planet without oxygen and shit, they would eventually adapt, but the original would die, and then maybe you'd get like ones that were born that would die as well because they've not got the right genes or they've not adapted quickly enough. But like, you have to... And also, the whole fucking blowing up Mars with fucking nukes is the most human reaction to making an atmosphere that I've ever heard. Like, what the fuck? Like, yes, I get the theory. It does heat up the planet. But that makes it worse than fucking Chernobyl. That would turn
Accurate.
Mars into... And more than Earth, like a larger than Earth-sized Chernobyl. Like,
Accurate.
you couldn't survive there even if there was an atmosphere with that amount of radiation. Like, okay, maybe you'd survive like for like 2 seconds and then you'd fucking end up dying from radiation poisoning and shit. And you're like sitting there like, and you think nuking Mars is a smart idea to heat up the planet, yeah? I mean, we barely keep our own planet alive. Never mind a fucking other fucking new one that we've never touched, really. Well, we've
Fair.
touched it, but like we've not touched it that much. We've not gotten to the
Fair.
point that we're terraforming it, basically. Also, actually, I just realized on my OBS, right? By this time in a stream usually, right? So about the 2-hour mark, on Twitch, I hit usually about 2,000 to 10,000 drop frames by this time on a Twitch stream. And then my drop frames here are 723 total for the 2 hours. So yeah, and plus I'm streaming at 10,000 kbs without it dipping. Like, I've actually stress tested it once before and it got up to like 1,500, so that's like 15 megabits a second or something. Consistent streaming. Once you get into the 20 megabits, it's like iffy. But then again, when you actually go into the OBS settings for your stream for YouTube, it actually gives you the limit of 51,000 kbs. That's your limit on YouTube. Whereas Twitch is what, 8,000? And that's for partners.
That's pretty low.
8,000 is usually kept for partners or big affiliates. That's it. 6,000's the highest I've seen Twitch go for most people that aren't, you know, partnered and shit. And that shit is fucking ridiculous. And they still want to keep a 50-50 split. Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, like, yet YouTube is sitting here with a 70-30 split. Basically, for any small or large streamer, basically unlimited fucking bandwidth for streaming. Well, 51 megabits a second. I don't think you need any more than that. Like, because like your 8,000 to 10,000 range is 1080p, and then like 20,000 to 30,000 is probably about 4K streaming, and you really don't need more than 4K for streaming. And if you're at the point that you can stream in 4K from a raw camera, I don't think you need anything. I don't think you need to worry about bandwidth either. Like, if you're at that range, like, come on, like, there's no way you need to be bigger than that. Like 4K for streaming is just ridiculous, I think. Like, I think it's a bit overkill. I mean, if you can do it, but like, it will be overkill, especially if you're a small streamer who doesn't have a big budget. 1080p is even a stretch for some small streamers because, well, sometimes bandwidth is a problem, and I can use myself as an example for that. I'm literally using a little fucking dongle about this size, and that is my Wi-Fi. And on here it works pretty fine, but on Twitch it's a nightmare to get low latency. Like, on here, on YouTube, I stay pretty consistent at about a 5-second delay-ish. Sometimes it'll go up to 7, sometimes it'll go up to 10. But usually it stays about a regular between 5 and 10 seconds. Whereas on Twitch, it can go from 5 seconds to 4 seconds to a minute within, like, 30 seconds. Sitting there, like, and you're still wanting 50%? Nah.
Yeah, that's part of what cracks me up about all of that. But I know that if I even get started on that, I'm gonna go into a rant.
I also gave one of my Saints Row video titles a bit of a nod towards it, because like there's a whole bit in like Saints Row 2 where you get offered 20% of a cut of a shipment, and well, obviously because you're the boss of the Saints, you assume you're getting the 80%. So then you basically burn the guy's face off. But well, put nuclear material in his tattoo artist's tattoo gun.
What?
So in his ink, and basically it takes a second for it to react when he's actually tattooed in the game, and then it burns his whole face on his right side. I mean, come on, it's the boss of the Saints. He's a sociopath.
Jesus
sorry,
Christ.
as the Saints usually say, they prefer the term puckish rogues.
Oh my God.
And that is an exact line from Saints Row 4, I think. But yeah, like, yeah, the boss in that is a sociopath. Well, sociopath is an understatement. This same guy he did this nuclear radiation to as well. Spoilers if you haven't played Saints Row 2. But basically, the same guy, well, his girlfriend actually drags one of your lieutenants around face first on asphalt. And basically you have to mercy kill him because he's that fucked up. And then you get that pissed that you grab his girlfriend, put her in the trunk of her own car, drive it to the stadium that he's driving monster trucks around in, and when he's doing his show for the monster trucks and shit, you park the car right under his monster truck, and as you're getting out, he jumps onto the car, and then you give him the keys and said, you should have gave me the 80%.
What the fuck?
You shouldn't have fucked with me. And basically, that's the reason people are also pissed about the new Saints Row as well. Because the boss isn't as much of a sociopath in that. He's more close to like Saints Row 3, which again is a little bit of a problem for me even, but like I still enjoy the new one because I look at it from a different perspective than most of the older fans tend to. They look at it like, oh, they've adapted to the times, so they're little bitches now. Which I'll say this: the new Saints Row, the characters are a bit lackluster, but it's still a fun game. It still feels like Saints Row aside from the story, really. Like, the story is an important part, but like, you get a few bits here and there that remind you of old Saints Row, but old Saints Row just hits different. A, because of English, that would help. Nostalgia. And then, like, I don't know, like, I think there's a reason people prefer 1 and 2 to, like, 3, 4, Get Out of Hell, Agents of Mayhem, and the new one. And it's because it actually feels like the game it was meant to be, and it was meant to be a better GTA, basically. It shouldn't have ever been called a GTA clone. That's what's killed Saints Row in most people's opinions, is because people directly compared it and called it a GTA clone, when it was doing so much different shit than GTA. Even GTA 5, it doesn't compare to Saints Row 2 for me in story and like side activities. There's a literal side activity that basically
I need to be able to understand him.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like, there's a literal side activity that you sit on a quad bike, and this quad bike spews out fire at the back of you, and you're wearing, you know, a hazmat suit. That's it. And there's also another side activity, aka insurance fraud, that you throw yourself into cars. And that is the most fun fucking game mode ever.
Jesus Christ.
There's one well, there's two other side activities that are my favorites, and that is Fuzz, which is where you basically become a cop and kill people with chainsaws, rocket launchers, kill pirates, and kill ninjas and shit.
What the fuck?
It's supposed to be like a reality TV show but the cop that they were going to get to do it pulled out. So you fill in as this cop. And these are actual like pedestrians and stuff canonically in the game. And you go around and you respond to crimes and then you kill them in ridiculous ways. And then basically the more footage you get, that's when you end up finishing each part of the side activity. And then the other one is literally just a murder fest, because it's the only good side activity that wasn't in like 1 or 2 that I liked, and it was Professor Genki's something of murder mayhem or something. Can't remember what it is exact. But basically you go around in this giant anime cat thing that is basically this Professor Genki. You do kill him at some point during these side activities. I think it's during the last one or something. But the rest of it is shooting mascots and shooting furries. That's it. That's the whole side activity. You shoot furries and people in hot dog suits, beer suits, everything.
What
basically,
the fuck?
Catherine. But like,
No.
like it's mad. Central has good in it, but it needs to get back to its old, like, supposed to be a gangster simulation game where you start a criminal empire and you actually build it from being a street gang to an actual empire, not just be like, oh, I have a business idea. Let's make a criminal enterprise. Okay. And then, like, it makes sense for the time that the new Saints Row makes sense. But as a Saints Row game, it doesn't make sense. Like, because the Saints are usually made up of a bunch of sociopaths and actual hardened criminals that don't just rob payday loan places that are scumbags. Like, yes, they obviously hit them as well in the original Saints Row and stuff, but, like, that's not to justify their means. They're just doing it because it makes them more money. And, like, yeah, like, I think games like that, I think games like Saints Row 2 need to come back as well, because there needs to be at least 1 or 2 games that are a bit more offensive and more willing to take risks than just coddle everyone that'll sit there and play any game that's thrown in front of them that has halfway decent graphics. I would rather a Saints Row 2 graphics style game and have Saints Row 2 fucking style combat and stuff and jokes.
That's fair.
Because, I mean, there's also a whole mission in the first Saints Row that you run around in a hot dog suit killing people. And that is not even paraphrasing part of the game. That is literally a line that comes up actually in Saints Row 2 as well, is that you used to kill people. You used to assassinate people in a hot dog suit for this Japanese or Chinese mafia boss.
No.
Yeah. Like, the other thing with the original Saints Row that I know people love is the fact that it went from, oh yeah, we'll do these light-hearted moments and we'll do these jokes and shit, but when it's time to get serious, it's time to get serious. Like, I mean, there's a mission where basically your second-in-command's girlfriend gets her head chopped off because they're waiting for a trap, and if she was quiet, she would have lived, but she shouted to your second-in-command, basically, no, get out, it's a trap. And then when you go and actually do her funeral and stuff, the leader of that Yakuza kind of gang in it comes to your funeral because you basically killed his second in command in return for killing his the girl in, or whatever. I can't remember the full story, but basically, because they interrupted, basically your best friend in the gang's girlfriend's almost wife's funeral, like, he gets mad. And, like, I'm talking, like, when they actually catch him, in the cutscene, basically your second in command, all he does is barely even speaks a word. Grabs him, like, your character obviously throws him towards your second in command. First thing he does, punches him. Once he gets back up to, like, take a hook back at him, he grabs his arm, breaks his arm, tells him to get up again. He tries to kick this time, grabs his leg, breaks his leg. He does the same thing again and tries to get up and punches him through a gravestone. And then empties out someone else's coffin and throws him in there alive. And then buries the fucker alive.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, Saints Row, when it wanted to be serious, could get serious. It didn't always want to be seen as a serious game. It wanted to have serious moments, but it didn't want to take away from the whole vibe of the game. It wanted to show the bad and the good of running things like gangs and shit. Like, that was the whole thing. Like, yes, you can have all these jokes and you can have all this fun with the money you make, but you can fucking lose people that are important.
Fair.
But again, when you need to get to work, you get to work, and you fucking don't make them forget.
That is fair.
I think games need to start doing that again, because I think, like, I'm not saying they've gotten softer, but, like, they're shying away from that controversial shit. And a lot of games do better if they're a bit more controversial because of the type of game they're like. Like, games like High on Life, which looks interesting as fuck to me because it's, well, made by the creators of, like, Rick and Morty and shit. It just looks like a fun game. But again, that has sentient fucking guns and sentient knives that want you to stab people all the time. So that'll be a fun game to record when that comes out. Which I think it comes out in November, I want to say. But yeah, like, I think a lot of games need to remember what games were and what they can be. Like, they can tell a good story, but a lot of them feel like they repeat the same story. Like, oh, hero gets beat. You're the hero. You build your hero back up. Hero wins. Woo, everyone's, yeah, we won. Like, that's not a good story. Like, there's no real loss or anything. Like, even the people that you end up losing, some of the time you don't even get fucking 10 minutes of screen time with them. Unless you do a million side quests, and that's just filler and all that shit, and just, no. Like, I get, like, side quests can be fun, but there are only certain games that work with side quests. Games like Elder Scrolls work because they have such a deep lore in them. But a game like, say, GTA, has about 2 years of lore, maybe like 10 if you go all the way back to the beginning of GTA. But like Fallout, Skyrim, well, Elder Scrolls and Skyrim just in general. What's another one that's really good for lore? Well, things that are really based off of, like, things like D&D and stuff as well. Like, they're great for lore because it's usually up to the game developer's interpretation of the universe in some sort of sense. But, like, the only way you make those bits of lore interesting are by hiding them and making them worthy of, getting. Dragon Age is good for it. What's another one? Like, there is another one, I'm just trying to think of what it is. Like, obviously you don't want just lore-filled games all the time, though. But you want balance it out between lore and, you know, actual fun gameplay. Doom's probably a good one as well. I'd say Doom's explored a lot of it, but like, again, most Bethesda games are pretty good for it, to be honest. Or
Bethesda is a fucking phenomenal developer.
Yeah. Bethesda's a good developer when they want to be. That's what I'll say. But
that's fair.
The reason things like Skyrim keep getting re-released until Elder Scrolls 6 is because they did make a good game that has a loyal fan base that can actually technically not be fully completed ever. And that's coming from someone who's done what the game considers 100% twice. And each time it's taken me 200 hours at least. And like, yeah, it's not. So like 400 hours total to basically 200% the game. And like, even then, I've still not found, like, I've been watching lore videos on Skyrim and it's been shit that I've not even found. And you're sitting there like, but I've been in that fucking exact fucking cave. I've unlocked every marker on the map. How did I not fucking see this? And you're sitting there like, that's what makes a good game though. And the modding community keeps it alive as well. Modding makes it live. And the other reason that it's still even alive today is because of expansion maps and stuff like that that are being made by modders full time, like Skyblivion, which merges Elder Scrolls 4's map and Skyrim, and also the is it Skywind it's called? It's basically Morrowind and Skyrim combined. And the only reference they have for Morrowind is Elder Scrolls Online. There's no other way that you can actually get a reference for Morrowind, because Morrowind was still a 2D kind of Doom type game when it was released. So like, it makes it good, but it makes me worry for Elder Scrolls 6 and the next Fallout. Because even to this day, people still talk about Fallout 4 and people still play 76.
Controversial opinion, I love 76.
76 is good
but
now.
You know that.
Yeah. I would say
on launch it was fucking awful.
Yeah. 76 I will say is good now for, again, a Fallout that's online. I've never I like the idea of a Skyrim or a Fallout online, but I don't think that Bethesda can ever...
There is a Skyrim online.
Yeah.
And it's wildly successful.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, like, obviously Skyrim together can work so well, and that does look like fun, and I will be at least trying to make a video on it at some point once they actually...
Which one?
Skyrim together. It's basically a mod that lets you do multiplayer on Skyrim itself.
Gotcha.
And like, it looks fun, but I have to wait on them to patch it. Well, I have to wait on SKSE to actually update to the new version of Skyrim Special and Anniversary Edition so that you can actually play it. Because Bethesda did a fucking thing to fuck all over almost every mod on Nexus. And now SKSE has to update everything. So I don't know when the new script extender update is, but I think they might have done it already. I just need to go and download it. But that's a lot of effort. But like, I am also planning on doing a Skyrim series at some point where I actually try and 100% the game again. But that's a long series. Like,
yes.
Even if I was doing 2 videos a day for 2 years, it would still go on past that 2-year mark. Like, Skyrim's a long game.
Accurate. Yes, it is. They put a lot of content into that game.
Which is a good thing. Like, again, that's the reason people keep buying it. Like,
Correct.
it's a good game. No one's going to go against that. It's just, yes, okay, it's still a buggy mess sometimes, and I know Skyrim's a buggy mess. It's been a buggy mess since day one. It's gotten better, but it's not ever gotten away from the good bugs that give it its charm and shit, like obviously running up mountains with a horse and shit. And actually, a lot of people don't know, but you can actually do those same runs that the horse can do on foot. You just have to turn backwards to the cliff and jump. And I learned that very quick because it made going to all the dwarven ruins way easier and way faster. Like, there are even like small little details that a lot of people miss, even in like big areas that they're in constantly. And I think that's what makes Skyrim a good game and Fallout a good game as well, because Fallout has it, but I think Fallout is getting there with it, but I think the next Fallout's where it's going to be the Fallout version of Skyrim, where it will get released again and again and again. Fallout 4 was getting closer. They started adding more war objects in the entire open world, whereas Fallout 3 was, yes, you had war objects in the entire open world, but they were very sparse and very scattered. Like, it felt like you were running for years. And I think Fallout 5, if they do make Fallout 5, I think they're talking about it anyway.
I mean, yeah, it just won't be until after the next Doom and Elder Scrolls, unfortunately.
Which will be, you know, in the next 50 years.
Eons. Eons.
But, like, Skyrim and Fallout will almost be immortal. I can almost guarantee that for gaming for now anyway, at least. Because, like, they did, well, Skyrim mainly, because that's mainly a Bethesda only title, whereas Fallout switched developers after 2. Yeah, 2.
It depends. It switches developers every other game.
Yeah,
so,
that
like,
too. Yeah, like
console specifically, 3, 4 are all Bethesda, and then New Vegas and 76 have assistant developers on it.
Yeah, Obsidian was New Vegas, and I can't.
Correct.
And like who? I think it's like
is it
ZeniMax?
ZeniMax?
Yeah,
I think it's ZeniMax.
Because ZeniMax is a child company of Bethesda, basically, or Bethesda is the parent company of ZeniMax, because they've done ESO and 76. It's also why people didn't like 76 to begin with as well, because ZeniMax fucked up Elder Scrolls Online as well. Because that game at the start, I wouldn't touch it with a fucking 2 million foot pole, never mind a 10-foot fucking pole.
I played it all the way from the beta, even with its shitty ass bugs.
Oh. But like now, both ESO and 76 are good, but they needed way more time in development, I think.
I agree. I
Like,
don't disagree with that.
But I like the way that developers are attacking things now, where they actually let you pay for an alpha. Because like, games like, especially games like Session, which just recently came out of beta and alpha, and that's now on full release. And from playing it, 6 months ago to playing it the other day, you could feel a difference. Like, just everything felt more smooth. It was all smoothed out. But like, the fact that developers are starting to realize, oh wait, if they pay for the game and we just give them an alpha and then put it in development for like another 2 years, as long as they get to keep playing the game, they won't care. As long as the game eventually gets better, they won't care. And they'll be more tolerable to all our bugs that we make because it's an alpha. So in other words, it's a good marketing strategy. Like, the new Skate is also in pre-alpha or something, or that's what they're considering it. And they're letting people from the public in to test it, and it's like, see, that's a good idea, because then you see, especially for people who are interested in making games and shit, especially, because half that game's still not rendered. Like, half of Skate is still not rendered to be, like, realistic and stuff. They're literally getting the physics down before anything else. Which, again, for Skate, it can be a hit or a miss. Because, like, yeah, exactly, Catherine. Pre-alpha. Yeah. Like, with games like Skate especially, because they're known for being a bit on the wacky side of skating and they're not a skate simulator, they're allowed to get away with a few more glitches and stuff. Because it does make the game more fun. Again, it's why Skate 3 is still known as the best skate game ever. Like, skateboarding in general, Skate 3 is one of the best. Pro Skater is good.
Sadly, I am now getting the consistent beeping of my headphones dying. I think I'm gonna have to dip so that I can let them charge.
But yeah,
but thank you for having me. I love you, Artemis. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, this was fun having the first guest officially.
I'm honored to have been the first, and I would love to come back for that other thing that you were talking about that was weird. So let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna plan a few bits of more reaction style content as well. Hopefully, that I can let other people. And yeah, I'm also gonna try and get something maybe started after I get a few more guests, but for like maybe a Christmas special or just after Christmas special or New Year or something. I'm just gonna get everyone who's been on the podcast to that point, just all in the same podcast. All
that would
once.
Be sick.
Yeah,
that
just
would be
have
really cool.
A massive table of like creators and shit. So
I would definitely be down.
Definitely. So maybe like I might do that New Year's, because then that way it's a bit less near Christmas and shit, because it just makes it
understandable.
Easier, I think, for everyone else to tune in. So like, yeah, that's hopefully going to be an idea. I'm also going to maybe do a Thankmas podcast for when Jack does that, because I'll most likely either do it the day before or the day after Jack does his, because like doing it on the same day, you can still do it, but like I don't like doing it on the same day that he does it. Like I did it last year and I didn't really like doing it on the exact same day he was doing it. So like we'll also see what shit I can come up for without, you know, putting too much damage to my health. But like I will be doing a 24-hour stream for it, just because I was already planning that like a year ago, basically, from the last Thankmas stream. But
understandable.
It was originally going to be a 48-hour, but that's a bit stretching it. That's stretching it. Yeah. I've done 48.
I'm gonna pop off.
Yep. But yeah.
I will talk to you later. Thank you for having me.
It was fun. Yeah. See you later.
Bye guys. Bye everybody.
Bye. See you later. What are you still doing here? Go away. The show's over.